Welcome to the Noon Show. We have some breaking news involving children shot in a domestic violence situation to tell you about.
And the pigskin lineup has been released. RJ Marquez joining us live with the latest information on this huge event in just a few minutes.
And some spring-like temperatures on the way, but does that mean thunderstorms? We just updated the forecast, and we'll share it with you coming up.
Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
So what set it off? That's what people are wondering about the shootings of a woman as well as two young children in their Northside home. One of those children has since died.
San Antonio police also identified the suspect in that case, a 50-year-old man. Katrina Weber spoke with someone who tried to shed some light on that violence.
There are almost no words to describe a case that San Antonio police seem to have solved quickly. A 28-year-old woman and two girls, 1 and 2 years old, shot in their home in the 500 block of Robin Hood Place. Today came news that one child has died. Police also identified the man who they believe was behind this domestic violence, 50-year-old Stephen Michael Clare.
It's just horrible that the impact on the families and the kids.
Like many people across the city, Dr. Rene Robichaud was trying to make sense of the violence even as he walked past the suspect's home. As a former military domestic violence counselor, this neighbor had some theories.
Usually when that happens, it's a homicide followed by a suicide.
In this case, police arrested Clare at his home on Haskin Drive soon after the shootings last night. Robichaud did not know any of them personally, but feels for the survivors. Police say two other children, 8 and 10-year-old boys, escaped uninjured.
That's almost inconceivable.
Even people who live in this immediate area don't seem to know too much about Claire or the rest of the family who they say had lived here in the past. Claire now is getting used to new surroundings in jail. The woman and child who survived the shootings remain in the hospital. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
New at noon, San Antonio police need your help identifying a number of people. They are all persons of interest in a capital murder case. Police say on March 5th, 26-year-old Justin Cliff was outside a bar in the 100 block of Alamo Plaza. Apparently, he got into a confrontation with this particular group of people. And during that confrontation, Cliff got hit. He fell to the concrete and was knocked unconscious. He did regain consciousness and went to a friend's home, but then he lost consciousness again and died. If you know any of the people you see on your screen right now, you could call the homicide unit at 210-207-7635.
We have new details after that mass shooting at a bank in Louisville, Kentucky. The death toll rising to 5 after a woman who was injured died at the hospital last night. Several
shooting victims are still in the hospital right now, including a rookie police officer who was shot in the head while running toward the scene of the crime. ABC's Lindsay Watts with where the shooter's gun was bought and how quickly police responded.
A workplace shooting here at Old National Bank in Louisville, Kentucky. It had bank employees locking themselves in bathrooms and reportedly hiding in the vault.
We heard a click and the lady next to me turned around and said, "What the hell?" And then he just started shooting.
The shooter, 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon, had an AR-15 rifle, according to Louisville's mayor. Sources tell ABC News Sturgeon had learned he was about to be fired and left a note indicating he planned to shoot up the bank.
We have learned that he purchased the weapon used in this tragic incident on yesterday, on April the 4th. He purchased the weapon legally.
Authorities say officers arrived 3 minutes after being dispatched and exchanged gunfire with the shooter, killing him. Among those critically injured, rookie officer Nicholas Wilt. Officials say he was shot in the head and had brain surgery. The 5 dead identified as Jim Tutt, Josh Barrick, Juliana Farmer, Deanna Eckert, and Tommy Elliott, a close friend of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear.
It's one of the people I talk to most in the world.
The Louisville community gathered for a vigil following the 15th mass shooting in the U.S. just this month.
Yesterday's tragedy brings us to 40 people who've been shot to death this year in our city. That level of gun violence is beyond horrific. This is happening in America everywhere and will keep happening until we say enough and take meaningful action.
You can see the shattered glass here at the bank has now been boarded up.
Former employees we talked to described the bank as a family atmosphere. The CEO of Old National Bank is now here in Louisville. He says there are no words to adequately describe the sadness and devastation following this tragedy. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Louisville.
Get ready. This year's Pigskin Classic is bigger and better than it was last year.
The schools that will take the field for this year's two-day event announced this morning. RJ Marquez joins us live from the Alamodome. Pretty exciting morning. Nice crowd there for the announcement, RJ.
Yeah, guys, it is quiet here right now, but earlier this morning, I mean, this place was packed. There was all sorts of officials here from the different schools that we're going to have this year in this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic. And again, it is just April, but are you ready for some football? I'm already pumped up. I'm ready to go here for the second annual KSAT Pigskin Classic. And again, it's going to be over 2 days this year, August 25th and 26th, featuring 4 big-time local matchups. So the announcement you guys just mentioned for this year's games took place earlier today from the Alamodome, but of course this is more than just the action on the field. We had the bands, the cheerleaders, coaches here today representing their schools and districts. So this took weeks to put together, up to 6 to 7 weeks to put together, with all kinds of schedules being moved around and adjusted just for this event. It will feature Holy Cross taking on Antonian on Friday night. Then Saturday's slate of games features Somerset versus Southside, the Battle of 1604 there, Jefferson versus Uvalde, and closing out with O'Connor versus Brandeis. We talked to Somerset's band director, who told us this is great exposure for his kids and the schools on the south part of San Antonio.
Well, I think it's really important that we showcase these outside schools in the area, because you have such a huge viewership outside, and to be included in part of it, we feel as part of the city, like, hey, we're all in this together.
All right, I love that we expanded our footprint there to include also Jefferson from SAISD. First time that we're going to get a representative from there as well. But again, we mentioned about all the good things going on off the field. Gridiron Heroes is a benefactor for this event, and money will also be donated to these participating schools. And this all takes place here at the Alamodome, August 25th, 26th. Go to KSAT.com for more information on tickets. And remember, all these games will be shown live on TV. So if you can't make it out here for these games, you get a chance to watch your school on TV starting Friday night, and they will also be streamed on KSAT.com. David and Ursula?
Pretty exciting time. Can't wait. KSAT Pigskin Classic. Love football.
RJ, last year we were trying this thing out, and I think everybody was shocked how much fun they had and what a great event it was. You're expecting the same kind of reaction, I assume.
Oh, absolutely, guys, because, you know, in talking with some of these schools, including like Uvalde, they said that Coyote Nation is going to be coming up here and so they fully expect to be representing there. We talked about those 2 Southside schools there, Somerset and the Southside Cardinals. You still see the balloons behind me here, but yeah, we do expect this place to be packed. We're going to have the insider events. I mean, there's going to be just a lot of fun taking place throughout the day. And again, it's really cool that we're getting the private schools involved in this as well. We talked, you know, earlier with Antonian's head coach, Holy Cross officials. They're really excited to be part of this event as well.
It's going to be fun.
It should be great. I remember just walking through the stands and talking to people last year who weren't even associated with the schools on the field. We're just talking about how great it was, and they're coming back. So we'll look forward to that this
Who knew it would get so big?
Yeah. Hey, the White House is gearing up to continue supporting access to an abortion pill. We'll talk about how they and other pharmaceutical companies are supporting the FDA's authority.
Plus, as it was warming up, we expect to see more people on the road. And Stephen Gavassos, after the break, is going to tell us about the traffic closures that you need to watch out for.
Of course, traffic closures, no surprise to us here in San Antonio, but it's always good to be prepared for them.
That's right. And there are a lot of them in the Alamo City right now. Stephen Cavazos joins us now with some of these closures and why these areas are shut down.
Plenty of road work is continuing to take place in and around the Alamo City, so always good to know before you have to go. We're going to start here at US 181, this time in Wilson County, where we have cable installation that is current all the way up until Tuesday, April 18th. It starts at 8 in the morning and hopefully will wrap around 4 in the afternoon. We'll see various lane closures in both directions from Bexar County line to FM 536. But we're going to see that same work continue, but this time over off Loop 1604 on the east side of Bexar County. Now, this work all also begins Tuesday, April 11th, and this will take us up to Tuesday, April 18th. According to TxDOT, we'll see the work start at 8 in the morning and wrap around 4 in the afternoon. Various lane closures in both directions, but this time from FM 78 to Hanover Cove. All right, one more jump here, this time into 410 on the south side of San Antonio, where we see bridge repairs. This begins Wednesday, April 12th, and will take us almost up to the end of the month, April 21st. Starts at 8 in the morning. It should wrap at 5 in the afternoon, so this will take some time. Various main lane closures in both directions from Somerset Road to South Presa. But as I always say, it's always good to know before you go, so scan this QR code that takes you to our KSAT traffic page. It lets you know about all the current closures that are happening right now, so plan your commute ahead of time.
Outside with live cam, we had the rain last week. Now we got the grass growing this week and skies like that. Good day to get out and do some mowing.
Yeah, a lot more mowing out there. But it's so nice because things were starting to brown up and get crunchy again.
It is nice.
And it's all green.
It is. I spent 2 hours cleaning off my porch, power washing the oak off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't do it too early, did you?
It's a little early. We're not done with oak season yet, but I just had enough of it. I had to get it off. The aquifer is down 0.8 of a foot to 637.7, so it's down after rising over the weekend with the rains. And here's our list of allergens. Molds are high at 1,680. Oak is still up there, but it's starting to come down some. You have pecan, mulberry, grass, and pine. We've got some spring-like temperatures on the way, but will we see any storms? We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
The manufacturers of abortion pill mifepristone is asking to stop a recent ruling that revokes its FDA approval. The company Danco is looking to convince the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals to throw out the ruling made by a conservative Texas judge last Friday. He ruled that the FDA inappropriately fast-tracked the abortion pill. Danco is fighting to keep the pill on the market.
And there's been so much attention on this ruling that now even the White House is getting involved. The Texas federal judge in question is Judge Matthew Kaczmarek. He believes that the FDA hasn't considered the trauma and the stress that women can suffer from ending a pregnancy. But officials from biotech and other pharmacy companies signed an open letter supporting the FDA's right to regulate safe and effective medicines for all Americans. And the White House is backing the FDA as well.
Ready to fight. This is going to be a long fight. We understand this. We stand by FDA's approval.
Meanwhile, there is a conflicting ruling in Washington state which reaffirmed the abortion bill's public access. Higher courts will no doubt take up both matters.
I'm going to give Justin a lot of credit for getting out and power washing all the pollen, but I'm a one-time power washer.
Oh.
I'm not doing it twice.
There was so much pollen, though, he may be onto something. You may need to do it twice.
It was so gross. It was so thick, yellow, brown. Ugh. Yeah,
and it
probably will have to do it
stains.
again, but it was
I
worth
mean,
it.
it's not like it's just covering it. It stains concrete.
But I think we're on the tail end of oak season. I mean, we still got high counts. There's still going to be another several more weeks. But
that's awesome.
The numbers are coming down. So we're looking at the positive here. Also positive, today is National Pet Day, if you didn't know that. We've got a lot of pictures coming in of pets. That's Milo in the blue bonnets. Very cute. I think we're going to be showing some of our pets here at KSAT.
Oh, yeah, everybody wants to see how much your dog has grown.
She's huge now. She's big. 30 pounds, in fact. Milo, though, very cute. We appreciate the pictures. We're going to try to show as many as we can. We'll also post some of them online. So we appreciate you sending those in to KSAT Connect. Here's what we got going on right now. Low pressure just to our east. So this is the water vapor. We can see the counterclockwise spin here. We're on the dry side of things. Usually when you're on the west side of these low pressure systems, you don't get a lot. And that's where we sit right now. In fact, some of that orange color there represents some of the drier air. So we're not looking for a lot of cloud cover or really rain for that matter today. With that being said, we could see a stray shower mainly west of San Antonio a little bit later this afternoon. Here is the picture with the visible satellite, and you can see that we've got some cloud cover trying to develop. So it'll be a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day. Enough sun, though, to get us into the upper 70s for highs. The thicker clouds, and we did have some fog earlier, is out to the west. So Lakey, Uvalde, Hondo, you're seeing a bit more cloud cover than we are here in San Antonio. And here's our forecast. It does show, or at least it did show a little bit earlier, maybe a shower or storm popping up west of San Antonio, and I mean 1 or 2. That's it. Our rain chances are less than really 20%, maybe 10% at best, if we're going to see anything at all. maybe around Uvalde, Pearsall. We'll keep an eye on the radar. I don't think we see anything here in San Antonio. So again, it'll be a quiet afternoon. There's the scene outside. 70 degrees at the airport, 71 Stinson, 71 at Kelly. We're looking at an east-northeasterly wind, which is typically a dry wind for us. So dew points are down quite a bit. It's more of a dry situation, lower humidity. And we'll see that next couple of days until Friday when the humidity starts to jump back up. 72 in New Braunfels, 67 Kerrville, 72 in Hondo. And around Bexar County, we're looking at low 70s right now. So it's a really comfortable afternoon, and temperatures will eventually make their way into the upper 70s for highs. So 76 at 3 o'clock, 77 by 4 p.m. There's that very, very small chance of rain. 73 at 7 o'clock, and then down into the 60s tonight. We'll fall all the way down into the 50s by tomorrow morning. So with the dry air, you get comfortable mornings and warm afternoons. Down the line, that low pressure that we just talked about moves east and really stays away from us. As we get into Thursday, a bit more of a transition day. And then by Friday, it's the dry line. Remember the dry line that separates humid air from dry air. It comes back into play. There may be just enough there to get a storm going Friday afternoon. Chances are low, 10%. Our best chance comes with a frontal boundary on Saturday. And it looks like this front actually comes in Saturday morning, so there's going to be a small window there for some showers and storms. Right now, 30% chance. And then any activity that we see probably dives down to the south. Now, we do need to watch this because it is that time of year. Any storms that develop along the front could become strong, so we'll keep an eye on that. 79 Wednesday, 81 Thursday. There's that very small chance Friday, and 30% chance Saturday, 87. It does cool down some behind that front. 80 on Sunday and 82 on Monday, guys.
Thank you so much, Justin.
Threw that 87 in there. Coming up, when the Texas House is expected to give a final approval on a bill to legalize fentanyl strips.
Still ahead, we have new details regarding that hours-long standoff. We now know who the suspect is, and we know the charges he's facing.
We are getting a first look at the man that was in a 5-hour standoff with Bexar County law enforcement yesterday. The standoff ended peacefully when the kids walked out safely, eventually followed by their father, 32-year-old Marlon Avita Reyes. He was immediately arrested, charged with assault strangulation for the incident that started the standoff. Bexar County Sheriff's deputies got to the house around 4:30 yesterday morning. The mother of the two children escaped and called for help. Extra law enforcement also surrounded the area because the house was across the street from East Central High School. The campus was not involved in the incident, but was locking down doors out of extra precaution. The school returned to normal after that scene was cleared.
Now to our series, Fighting Fentanyl. We are talking about Narcan. That's the medication that stops people from overdosing on opioids and dying. Well, now one local doctor is speaking out about how you can get the medication at your house for free. In fact, anyone in Texas can get Narcan. It reverses opioid overdoses. The nasal spray looks like allergy nose spray. It's easy to use. UT Health San Antonio also has a program that mails Narcan to your home for free. It is state and federally funded.
Shipped directly from the manufacturer of the naloxone to an organization, or individuals can go to our website and request just an individual box of naloxone that we can send to their home address.
Happening today, the Texas House expected to give final approval to a bill that would legalize fentanyl test strips. The strips can verify whether a drug has traces of fentanyl. Supporters of the bill say it could help prevent accidental as well as deadly overdoses. Coming up in our next half hour, the COVID national emergency is over. What that now means for getting tested for the virus.
And do you want to be a part of the SAPD SWAT team? We're seeking what it takes to get it after the break.
And we're taking a look at Market Square. They're getting all fiested out down there. Gonna be fun in just about a half hour. Look at that float. Look at that beautiful day waiting for you out there. 72 degrees. I assume from looking at your forecast earlier that it's going to be a pretty nice looking week. We need your mic on so we can hear every word of this beautiful forecast.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now? There we go.
Yeah.
It is week clock. We got Blue skies, mostly sunny skies, and it's going to be a really nice day today and next couple of days as we go forward in time, mostly because we have some dry air. You know, we had the clouds and the rain last week. It's nice to see a little bit of sun. Here's the satellite picture, and you'll notice we've got some puffy white clouds here and there, but nothing that's developing any rain at this hour. We are going to keep an eye on the western portion of the viewing area where we could get maybe a pop-up shower or storm, but we're really just not expecting much today. It's going to be generally a pretty quiet pattern. 70 degrees right now at the airport, 72 in New Braunfels, 70 Carrizo Springs, 72 right now in Cotulla, right around 70 here in Bexar County, and we are seeing quite a bit of sun, at least at the moment. Here's a look at the weather headlines. Beautiful weather today, as we said. Humidity holds off until Friday, so we'll see the drier air stick around until Friday, and then we may get a chance of a few storms coming up on Saturday. That's our next best chance of rain. Right now, 70. Dew point is 55. We've got easterly winds at 7. Forecast for today, 76 at 3 o'clock, 77 at 5 p.m. That's our high temperature, and then down back into the 60s tonight. 64 at 10 o'clock, down to 60 by midnight, and low 50s tomorrow morning. Not cold, but cool. And we'll see mornings like that next couple of days. Another look at that 7-day forecast here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you so much.
Do you think you have what it takes to be a member of the SAPD SWAT team? Well, you will have that chance to prove it this weekend.
SAPD hosting the SWAT Challenge. It's open to the public where teams can sign up and take on the obstacle course. And Max Massey did just that to try to beat his time from last year.
I think it was like 2:30.
Meet Lieutenant Matthew Parkinson. He and his team here, they aim to finish this entire obstacle course in just 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Being out of breath and, getting your heart elevated, that's the stressful situations that you're going to deal with on the SWAT team.
This course is great training. And through Lieutenant Parkinson's 23 years at SAPD, he knows firsthand what it takes.
This SWAT challenge is not easy. There are various parts, the adrenaline gets popping, your blood gets flowing, but in the end, it is all about teamwork, and you can win a medal.
First and foremost, hold your hand on the right side. Our foundation, our mission here at the San Antonio Police Department is compassion for each other, compassion for our citizens. We're citizens ourselves. All this is about teamwork.
This weekend's event is open for sign up. There's a big crowd expected to take on this top tier team.
So the last time we did this SWAT challenge was in 2021, and we had about 400 people come out, spectators and participants. There was about 30 teams that actually went through the whole course.
As for Lieutenant Parkinson, he has some advice for anyone who plans to join in on the fun.
Don't quit, don't stop, don't give up, work as a team. That's what we're here for. That's exactly our mission, is working together as a team. Don't stop, don't quit. We can't quit on citizens, can't quit on each other, we can't quit on your families. We're here for each other.
Max Massey, KSAT12 News.
Making headlines after 3 years, President Biden signing a bill officially ending the COVID-19 national emergency. Former President Donald Trump issued the initial proclamation back in March of 2020. It temporarily expanded the executive branch's powers so that it could use money to fight the virus. Yesterday, a White House official said in part, quote, "We are in a different place than we were in January." After this, the White House says it plans to end a separate public health emergency, which allowed the government to provide free COVID tests, treatments, and vaccines. The Biden administration plans to end that emergency on May 11th. Last year, legislators extended telehealth flexibilities for another 2 years. This allows the healthcare systems around the country to regularly deliver care by smartphone or computer. According to the CDC, more than 1.13 million people in the United States have had COVID and died over the last 3 years.
A disturbing discovery connected to that Las Vegas mass shooting that killed 58 people and injured over 500 back in 2017. Letters obtained by CNN show the gunman, Stephen Paddock, was planning the attack as far back as 2014, and that he repeatedly told a friend about a project that would occur in multiple cities across the U.S. The motive is still unclear, but in late March, the FBI released documents showing Paddock may have harbored resentment over how he and other high rollers were treated at casinos. The schedule is set for this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic. The event is expanding to 2 days, featuring 4 great games.
RJ Marquez is at the Alamo Dome, and he was there for today's big announcement. RJ.
This year's KSAT Pigskin Classic is expected to be even bigger and better than last year, if you can imagine that. You may remember last year's games were filled with drama and came down to the wire, and with the schedule released today for this year's event, you can expect some of the same this time around. The schools participating in this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic include some big-time city rivalries, and we also expanded our footprint across the San Antonio area. Antonian will face off with their old rivals Holy Cross in the opening game on Friday night. Yes, we have a Friday game this year. How exciting is that? Saturday will feature the Battle of 1604 between Southside and Somerset, then Uvalde versus Jefferson, and finally the nightcap, O'Connor versus Brandeis. Uvalde head coach Wade Miller told us how excited he is for Coyote Nation to be a part of this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic.
You talk about a positive thing after we've had not a lot of positives for these guys to get to playing here, and then I expect just as many people here that is at the Honey Bowl for them to come to this venue and get to watch, and those that can't to get to actually watch it on television. I think it's huge.
And this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic will also be beneficial for the schools involved. Money will be donated to those participating schools and those districts. And also, the nonprofit organization Gridiron Heroes is also going to be a benefactor for this event. So again, the games will kick off here at the Alamo Dome on August 25th and August 26th to kick off the high school football season. And we'll have more information on tickets on KSAT.com. Reporting from the Alamo Dome, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Still ahead, tax day. It's just around the corner. The big changes you're going to see when you file this year.
And do you want one of your Fiesta medals? We're going to tell you how to get one in just a few minutes. Those are hot items.
Yes, they are. But first, what will the price of a stamp be now, as an increase is expected to happen from the U.S. Postal Service?